Well, we're back again. It's wonderful to be with you again. Last week I wasn't on because I was teaching class. I taught Witchcraft 1 as a science, a very large and wonderful class, and they were brilliant. Not because of my teaching, because of their learning, which is a different thing, and they did a very good job. I'm going to try some. My daughter Penny just finished this little wand and I charged it. Charging it meaning to give energy out. And I want to do a little experiment. I want to send some healing light to everyone who's watching me right now. If you do not need it and you do not want it, you may want to step away from your face out of the camera. I'm going to pass 3 circles around your face, on your face, and you should be able to feel ice cold air making a circle on your face. That means that light has hit you and it's helping you to heal. Helping. I'm not a doctor, but we need it all. So I'm pretty good at this. So let's try it right now. Why don't you close your eyes, and the ones who do not want that healing or don't need it, you can step away right this minute. And I begin now. I will do the circle one more time. 3 times the power of the universe for you. So mote it be. What I would expect if it hits you would be ice cold feeling of circles around your face. I'm going to start doing the cards in a moment, and the store is going to be open this Saturday.
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday. Yeah, Enchanted's going to be open, which is wonderful for everybody. In the meantime, I'm hoping everybody's still safe. And I know we're able to go out and go more shopping. I haven't done that yet, but I'd still be very careful and try to stay a distance from people. Keep doing the same laws and rules about this particular situation because we've had a devastating time. And we don't want that to continue. And it takes those rules in order to control it. As much as we do everything we can to heal, the medical profession's doing everything they can to find something to heal it or prevent it. And then we try to heal ourselves. Healing ourselves is usually the most powerful thing. And a lot of people who have low self-esteem have a difficult time healing. So building someone's self-esteem is helpful and could help them to heal faster and more complete anyway. I'm going to do a single card for anyone who wants a single card reading. And I enjoy doing this, and I'm hoping that the universal mind gives me the proper information for each one of you. And I'd like a feedback, and I'd like people to say, yes, what you told me was accurate, or it's inaccurate. I want to know one or the other. It matters whether it's right or wrong. And I would like to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and the good thing for everybody. That's what we're trying to do here, is do what we can to help the world in some way, some small way. And I'm I'm going to have to ask my technician for the names right now. Maddox Michaud. Maddox Michaud. Maddox Michaud. Maddox, I have to put on the right glasses. And here we go again. Well, you have the King of Pentacles. Look at this guy. The King of Pentacles is someone that's almost like a banker or a lawyer. He's someone of authority that has to do usually with finances. Or it's someone who is a teacher, like the Dalai Lama, or someone in that category who can give you wisdom and help at this time. So I'm not sure what your path is, but I would seek more wisdom and seek the advice of anyone with it when it comes to finances right now for you. Trisha Couture, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, wow. The 10 of Cups, Trisha. Look at this. 10 of Cups is everything. It means you have a lot of variations in your life right now, and a lot of variations in choices that you could make to make your life better. So don't just rely on other people, and don't just step back and not do anything about it. If it has to do with relationships or work, you need to come forward and do what you can to make those things work on your own. Ashley Mass. Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords, it looks like that might be a childlike nature who gets into trouble. And I would watch out for that childlike nature so it doesn't get you in trouble. Be a little more adult about the things you're doing, and you may not realize that you're not being an adult. Take a second look at what you're doing. Gail Pringle. Okay. Oh my goodness, the Magician. Look at this. The Magician is all magic, as we know. It represents witchcraft. It represents being able to use tools and magic wands and herbs and crystals and spells and all the things that are wonderful about our way of life. And it looks as though you would be very good at it. If you aren't a witch, I would be greatly surprised. And you probably, if you're not, you should be reading about it. That's for certain. And we have Sandy Green. Oh, this is great. It's strength. It means that you can control your animal emotions. It means that you are powerful enough to heal maybe yourself and others. And again, this is a magic card, which says you could wield a magic wand and do some good with it. It probably would work well for you to do some magic as well. And anyone that has that kind of propensity, it wouldn't hurt to try in your own way, as long as it's for the good of all. Carolyn Holman, the Ace of Pentacles. Well, this represents something brand new that is being handed to you that you could make money with in some way. So it may be an idea, it may be a new job, it may be a business or something, but it looks like it's right out of the universal mind, right out of the blue. A god and goddess is helping you, and that is amazing. It's amazing. All these wonderful cards are coming up, all the good ones. Cody Morlock. A Morlock? What's a Morlock? I only know what a... Okay, never mind. The Star. Well, the Star represents... I think the moon is in Aquarius tonight, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's sort of what the Star card is like. It shows someone with a vessel pouring water into water. But, you know, Aquarius is an air sign, not a water sign. And that figure and that character confuses people a lot. Basically, what that represents is pouring help and giving and helping the world, putting the nourishment back into the world. So if you have a way to grow any flowers or plants, or a tree here and there, it looks like that would be a good idea for you to help nourish the earth right now. Amy Gomez. Well, the Five of Cups. And this card looks like you are reaching so far ahead that you're not paying attention to what's going on right now. It's very hard to predict the future, although we often can. But we also have to understand that we have to get there. And what are the steps we're going to take to allow that to happen for us? Usually when we try to make spells happen, they don't. When you let the universal mind let the universal mind make things work for you. Just see the end result, not how to get there. April Morgano. April Morgano. Well, you have the Three of Pentacles. The three, again, is the universal mind number of wisdom, and trying to go and educate. You should be educating yourself in some way. If you're not planning to go to school or to go to some kind of schooling, it doesn't have to be a college, it could be just some kind of class. You should be, because this is the time for you to research and learn all the things you need to know about your future to make things better for you. Education, very, very important. Allison Logan. Allison, you have the Six of Cups, which is it's another universal number. The Six of Cups is bounty. It means things are going to be given to you, and in return you must use those things to create abundance in the world. Again, this is similar to the last card. It's like, not only are you eager to learn things, but you also could be growing plants of some kind, or doing herbalism, or making potions. I'm thinking you might be very, very good at that, and helping people with those mixtures of flowers and herbs and grasses and wonderful tree barks and all those things that make things work for us. Most medicines are based on herbs of some kind, and that's still true today. Donna Schmidt. Donna, oh my goodness, you got the Page of Wands, and this card always tickles me. I think it's so funny. A very unique person. If it's not you, it's someone around you who thinks in a very unique way. Eccentric, let's put it that way. Eccentricity means someone who thinks out of the box and gets these wild ideas, and they're usually fabulous. But they're usually way ahead of the living culture they're in. They're thinking far, far beyond. And that may be what you are. You may be one of those unique people, which is very exciting. This type of person is revered in England. They love the unique people. Stanislav Shargun. Stanislav, what a beautiful name that is. Okay, Ace of Wands. Look at this. It means power. Absolute power. What are you waiting for? You have power in your hands and in your mind and in your body to change so many things, not only for yourself, but for people, for other things, or animals, even animals. So it's not make-believe. We just proved it this past week. All those 50 people proved to themselves that magic is real. And they can hold that and know that for the rest of their lives. No one can tell them it doesn't work, because it does. Eileen,
Eileen.
Eileen Tracy. I spoke to Tracy today, our Tracy.
She just logged in.
Huh?
She's on now.
Oh, that's our Tracy?
No. Tracy's watching with us.
Oh, Tracy. Hi. It was fun talking to you today. But this is Eileen Tracy, last name. Lovely last name. The Wheel of Fortune. Eileen, this probably means I wouldn't expect things to just fall into your hands. The Wheel of Fortune just means that the time is going away. Time is being wasted. You can't wait, because the wheel will keep turning. Your fortune is your future. It means that you have to control your future. You can't just let it happen. And that's why witchcraft is such a wonderful way of life, because we have some control over the way and the path of our lives, which is absolutely wonderful. And it's for the good of all, by the way. Melanie Mueller, Seven of Swords. Melanie, I think that you have a thief around you, or something's being taken away from you, and you may not even recognize it, or you have someone around you that is a thief. I'd be cautious, or maybe even worse than a thief. I hope you lock your doors and you protect yourself. I'm getting too warm. I think I need my fan. I have to have a fan to stay cool. I'm getting older by the minute. Here we go. But that represents, a little bit of harm around you. You can protect yourself. It doesn't mean something is actually going to happen to you, but the propensity for it, unless you take care of that, is there. It's a possibility. I don't know what I did before fans. Daryl James. Daryl. I knew a young man named Daryl years ago. I haven't heard from him in about 30 years. I probably haven't even heard that name in 30 years. Interesting. But that's not his last name. So Daryl, let me cool off before I take a hold of your card. It's the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. You need to, if you don't have a bank account, you should open a savings account where you can't touch your money. And I don't care if you put $1 a week in. That's how much this represents, how important this is. Even if you think you have no money and you can't save money or whatever, you can. And you should, because it really matters what you do and how you place your money right now. It also represents a possibility of owning your own business, which is wonderful. And this kind of card usually kind of represents someone who's opening a business online, which we all need to have these days. Instead of brick and mortar is wonderful, but we're really safe when we do our businesses online. We're safe from everything. Beth Colombo, Beth, this is a Two of Wands, and I don't know if you have to move or you're thinking of moving, but if you are, I would take my time if I were you, but it's not a bad idea. Moving can mean moving where you live. It could mean moving something else in your life, like changing a job or a relationship. It means all of those things, and looking towards your future a little more, with a little more happiness, because things will work out for you things aren't as bad as they seem right now. Cynthia Isherwood, Lesherwood, Isherwood. The Three of Wands. The Three of Wands always represents to me travel overseas or someone from overseas. Being involved with another country and traveling, or having someone come into your life from a foreign country. And this could be, or when things are better and ready, you may be traveling overseas. I don't know if you've ever been to England, but it came to my mind. It might be a wonderful place for you. It's a wonderful place anyway, whether anyone can go there and enjoy a beautiful place. Bianca McDonald. Bianca, justice. This means if you have a lawsuit pending, or if you should start one, or if there's someone who is being unjust and causing problems for you, you can stop them. You can stop them from doing that in a correct way. Divert their attention to something else other than you. That is the best way to handle those kind of things. You know, when someone is a bad neighbor, you don't want to send them somewhere terrible, and you don't want them sending off if they can't afford to move, but all you have to do is project that they go somewhere where they're happier and safer. Carolyn Polano, the Knight of Cups. Now this represents, I don't know, a father figure really. And it could be from the other side. I feel it could be a grandfather, but I think this is a spirit guide that's around you and helping you, and you need to pay attention to him. Or it could be one of our ancestors, a nature god of some kind that you need to pay attention to, like Hearn, the hunter, or the green man, who helps us grow everything, including people. So I would take heed about that and listen to your inner mind and do what is proper for yourself. Christy White. Christy, this is the Ten of Wands. You're overloading yourself. I would suspect that you're doing too much and putting yourself out there too much. If you don't think so, well, maybe you're not, but I believe you're doing that, and you have to be more careful. It's an overload. You don't want to try to cure the whole world. We just want to do what we can do, not what we can't do. And we have to look at what we have, not what we don't have at this point. Tony Beckwith. The sun. Boy, the sun has been out. See those sunflowers? They're in my backyard, and they're almost 3 feet high already, and still growing fast. And the morning glories are starting to climb. It's wonderful. But this represents also money. They're like discs. The sun is for healing, wealth, success. This means success for you. So don't give up. Success is in the offing. It's going to be there for you. Isn't it wonderful to get that card? Each one of us would want it. Paul Munster. I want to sing that song. I won't. You wouldn't like it. The Six of Wands. Okay, Mr. Munster, it looks as though family is growing in some way, or you've got a large output of family, whether they're, blood relatives or not. There's a lot of people around you. And again, you just can't take care of all of them. And you can't expect them to take care of you. And I think that may be a problem. No one's going to take care of you but you at this point in your life. Camille, Stefan. Camille. Oh, one of the prized cards that people want is the High Priestess. The High Priestess can wield magic, and she can change things at the twitch of a nose, at the wave of a wand, at the stirring of a cauldron, and that's what you can do. You're psychic and you're powerful. Find out how to use it properly and for the good of all. Very important. Holly Boss. Holly. That's a very happy name, isn't it, Holly? I love that. You have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles means, Holly, you need to solidify things around you to protect yourself more, to build a home that is safer and happier for you. I would suggest, also, I know this sounds kind of silly right now, but need to decorate your house a little more. Put warm colors, extra pillows, a few mirrors in the house so it grounds you. When you walk by a mirror, it's not about primping in the mirror. You see yourself in the peripheral and it puts you in the house. So your mind doesn't travel everywhere else. You need to make your home a sanctuary right now for you. Amy Stewart, the Stewarts, the Royal Stewarts. That's who we are. We're related to the Royal Stewarts through the McLaren tribe, and that's why we wear the Royal Stewart plaid for the Cabot tradition. When you're second degree and high priest, also wear it. Let's see who a Stewart gets. Judgment. This is about you making judgment. This is not about someone making judgment on you. You have to stop making, judging people and judging situations when you don't have enough information to do so. You need to find out the truth before you make statements. Very important, or you'll make a big mistake. Louise Welsh. Louise Welsh. Lovely card. This is the Queen of Cups. And she's a woman who is very giving, loving, healing. She reminds me of Caradwin, the goddess Caradwin. One of our ancestors is Caradwin. And she was alive at one time, and she was very good with her magic and healing and all kinds of things. And I kind of think this represents you, that you can be that kind, giving person, and you need to heal yourself in all ways. Healing when it comes to money, healing their body, healing your mind and your emotions. You have to do it yourself. Stacy Dowling. Okay, Stacy Dowling. I don't know if you noticed, I don't have fingernails. I can't get to the nail girl. What am I going to do? We'll have to put up with it, won't we? Temperance. Temperance means, let's calm down. Take a nice deep breath, maybe meditate more. Meditation is vital, especially in times when things are frantic, overbearing, overwhelming. That's when you go into your room or go in a quiet place, close your eyes, and let yourself drift off into beautiful ideas, bringing in beautiful, helpful ideas. Maggie Key. Maggie, this is the Ace of Swords. I think you need to take up battle against someone. That means putting up protection shields, maybe getting an attorney at some point, or turning your back, deleting people, turning your back on someone that is bothering you. You need to take up that sword. But for the good of all, you harm no one. Harm no one. Even with your magic, you don't have to. Lisa Carpenter. Lisa, it's the Six of Pentacles. Again, that's, we know this about the universal mind bringing total information. And that's what this is about. And the six means you need to, this actually is about education. I don't know if you read or you read well, but you should start reading on subjects that matter. I think the subject of psychology might help you a great deal right now. And there are a lot of good books, and there were some very old books with psychologists and psychiatrists that were very wise. Rollo May was a brilliant psychologist. You might want to read one of the old books by Rollo May from the 60s. Who else is one of those people, psychologists? I can't remember at this point. I know it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'll think of it later. But psychology is something you need to study now. Laurie Swisher. You know what swishing is? Yeah, that means you have a gait, you have a stagger when you walk. You look fabulous when you walk. That's what that word means. And why not? Hold your head up. My mother used to say, hold your head up, your shoulders back. When you walk into a store, a high-end store, where it's a very expensive place, always hold your head up, your shoulders, and act in just like you own the place when you walk in, and everybody will treat you nicely. And it's so true. And in show business, when you step on the stage, the first thing you do is look at the audience and you say in your mind, don't you wish you were me? And isn't that funny? That's from vaudeville, way back in times before TV and movies, actually. So that's how actors were trained in those days. The Empress, well, Empress, maybe acting is important, how you behave. An empress always holds her head up high, doesn't she? She always portrays her wealth, her knowledge, her stance. Who she is important in many ways. There's nothing wrong with being important. And accepting that stance, you should understand your importance in this world. Definitely. Deanna Speck. King of Wands. The King of Wands sometimes is someone who just says no all the time, or did in your past. It could be a father figure, a teacher, or someone who said, you can't do that. No, you're wrong. No, no, no. Well, they were wrong. Yes, 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 you can. And you don't need to do the same things over and over to prove yourself. That was a wrong statement for you. You do achieve things and you do finish things. Right now, I think I'm going to have a sip of tea. And I have to tell you that I'm going to be doing some waning moon magic like we did with the magic. To get rid of anything that is harmful for you. And I have to do more magic for a lot of people. So this will be my last reading right now. And then I'll come back Thursday and we'll start again. You know, a cup of tea will cure anything. At least that's what the English believe, and I believe it. Cindy Keith. Cindy, you're the last reading for the evening. Oh, how wonderful. You got the Three of Cups. Now, that's three women. In my mind, it always represents the triple goddess, Mother, Maiden, and Crone. And in this case, the Mother, Maiden, and Crone are dancing and celebrating. They have cups in their hands. They're drinking. I don't know if you drink. That's not important. What is important? Celebrating. You have something to celebrate. And if you don't right now, you will, because this is a card of success and happiness. The readings couldn't have ended anything better than your card, Cindy. I thank you so much for tonight, and I can't wait to be with you again. And I hope everyone had a healing from Penny's magic wand. Let us know if you could feel the ice cold circles on your face. Good night.